Alright, so just wanted to make a video for Reteach since I'm out for the 2.04 OMS math quiz. You got added to this because you didn't pass the quiz or maybe you haven't taken it yet. So as I go through these, please make sure you work out the problems while you watch the video, put them in your math notebook, and then you can request another attempt. Now, I will be checking for lesson completion, of course. Alright, so these are quiz questions that I pulled. Remember that each quiz has 3 different question types, so this may or may not be the one that you took. Hold on, I can't get my pencil. I don't know why this is at the top here. Sorry. There we go. Okay, so now I'm ready. So here we go. I'm going to rewrite it. 11 equals negative 3k minus 22 minus 8k. All right, first of all, we need to combine like terms. So that's, you have negative 3k, you have minus 8k. So the minus is, remember, the same as plus negative. So you have the negative 3k and the negative 8k. So just put the negative 3 and negative 8 together. That's going to be negative 11k. You still have the minus 22. And on the left side, we have 11. So we want to get the variable by itself, isolating that k. So we're going to do the opposite here, the minus 22. The opposite would be to add 22. And what you do to one side, you have to do the other. We're going to do 11 plus the 22, that's 33. Bring down the 11k. It is a negative. That shows multiplication, so the opposite would be to divide by negative 11 on both sides. You can use your calculator. 33 divided by negative 11 would be negative 3. All right, we'll go to the next one. So on this one, we're going to have to use distributive property. We have negative 5.5 parentheses d minus 2 is equal to negative 12.1. So using distributive property, we're going to multiply the negative 5.5 by the d, and that you just write that as negative 5.5 d. And this minus 2 is the same as plus negative 2, so then you're going to multiply negative 5.5 times negative 2. Put it in the calculator, and that should be positive 11. And then we have negative 12.1. So then we have that plus 11 on the left side. The opposite would be to subtract 11 from both sides. All right, then you have negative 5. These cancel, so then we have negative 5.5d. And then you can use your calculator. Negative 12.1 plus negative 11 would be negative 23.1. Make sure you understand that. Make sure you're using your calculator. Get the correct answers. All right, so then the next step, because that shows multiplication, you're going to divide both sides by negative 5.5. Remember, this cancels, so we're only left with d. Use your calculator. And negative divided by negative is going to be a positive. And it comes out to 4.2. All right, make sure you understand that. Make sure it's in your math notebook. We'll go to the next one. All right, lots of steps here. So I'm going to rewrite it. 6x minus 2 times x plus 4 is equal to 12. First of all, this minus goes with the 2. So it's like a negative 2 that we're going to be multiplying it by. Because remember, it's the same as having plus negative. So I'm going to multiply negative 2 times the x. Now I haven't done anything with the 6x. I'm just going to bring it down. Oops, forgot my parentheses over here. So then negative 2 times x is negative 2x. I'm going to just write that as minus 2x. And then negative 2 times 4 is negative 8. And we can just write that as minus 8. Combine the like terms. We have 6x minus the 2x. 6 minus 2 is 4. Bring down the 8. Now you have a two-step equation. You have minus 8. So we're going to add 8. Once you do one side, you have to do the other. Balance the equation. This cancels. We have 4x. 12 plus the 8 is 20. Then it shows multiplication, so divide both sides by 4. And x is equal to 5. All right, we'll do the next one. And again, you could use a calculator if you're comfortable with that. Just make sure the variable that you're putting in is x. These other letters will not work. All right, 11 plus 2p is equal to p plus 4. Okay, a little different here. I need the variables together. They have to be on the same side. So we have this p over here. I'm just going to subtract a p, and that's just like having one p. If you want to put a 1 there, you could. And what you do to one side, you have to do the other. So then you do 2 minus this 1p, which just ends up being p. This cancels, so then we have 4. Okay, so the 11 is positive, so we're going to have to subtract it to get rid of it on this side. What you do to one side, do the other. This cancels. We're left with p. And then 4 minus 11, look what that looks like, is the same as 4 plus negative 11, or just put in your calculator, it's negative 7. All right, one more question on here. We've got some combining to do, so we have negative 7k minus 4k is equal to 8 minus 2k minus 8k. All right, so let's combine the like terms on both sides. This minus is the same as plus negative. Same over here, plus negative. And remember this minus 2, let's change it to plus negative. So now on the left side, we need to combine these two together. I have negative 7 and a negative 4, which ends up being negative 11. I'm not going to do anything with this 8, just bring it down. But then I have negative 2 and a negative 8k. Negative 2 and negative 8 is negative 10, which we could just write that as minus 10. So we'll put that as minus 10. Okay. All right, a little different here. Now we're going to add the 10k to both sides, because that's the opposite to make this cancel on the right side. All right, negative 11 and 10k is going to be a negative k or negative 1k. I haven't done anything with 8. This cancels. Okay, so this is negative, so we need to divide by a negative 1. Or you can think of it this way. The opposite of k is 8, so k would be negative 8. All right, last thing. You can request another attempt on quiz 2, you'll need to email me. I will check to make sure your lesson has completed, so please make sure it's done and you're ready to take the assessment again.